again, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play I Wish You Would off of 1999 Taylor's version on the guitar. So here's a quick overview of everything I'll be covering in this tutorial today, and with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we only have 4 different chord shapes to play through this entire song, and we're going to start with our C major, which looks like this and sounds like this. By the way, if you don't know how to read these chord charts you're seeing on screen, I do cover how to do that in my free beginner series right here on YouTube, so make sure to check that out right here. The next chord shape is our A minor. After that we have our F over C. And then the last chord is our G add 4. And those are the only 4 chords you need to know to play through this song. So go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to memorize these chord shapes, as well as practice transitioning back and forth between them, because it'll make learning the rest of the song so much easier. And this song actually moves super quickly, so if you're having struggles with transitioning between these chords fast enough, I would definitely recommend checking out my Practice With Me chord transition series on my Forever Faithful channel, where we go through this and build up this skill in real time together. Not to mention, these are 4 of Taylor's most commonly used chords whenever she plays live, so it's a really great idea to be able to play these if you want to play all of Taylor's songs the way that she does. But with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the strumming that I would recommend for this song. Alright, so as I always say, if you are brand new to playing guitar, or you're somebody who struggles with playing guitar while singing at the same time, the first thing I would suggest doing is to bring up the song and go ahead and go through the entire thing with just a single down strum on each chord change as you sing through the song. And you want to take this time to really get used to what word or what syllable you're on whenever those chords are changing. So here's a quick example of what that would look like. I wish you would come back, wish I never hung up the phone like I did, and I wish you knew that I'll never forget you as long as I live, and I wish you were right here, right now, it's all good, I wish you would. Alright, so that's just a really quick example, but you would essentially want to do that for the entire song and just really make sure you know where those chords are going to be changing. And this is actually something you do right now if you check out my Patreon page. I do have this entire guide available to download and print out, so I'll make sure to leave that link in the description box for those of you who are interested. But once you're used to this kind of single down strum, then we can go ahead and add to it to create more of a full strumming pattern that you can use for this song. Alright guys, so for strumming today, I am going to go ahead and start you guys out with the slightly more complicated version, just because this is kind of the main strumming pattern that you can use throughout the song. So we are going to be counting this in a 16th note count, so if you don't know what that means or how to use that, I would definitely recommend checking out my Taylor Swift beginner series on YouTube, because I do break down how Taylor plays live while also giving you guys the basic music theory lesson at the same time. But basically it's going to sound like this. We have 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 1, E and E, a 4 and a. Alright, this is one of those really common strumming patterns that you'll see Taylor uses quite often on stage, and we do cover this in the beginner series as well in more detail. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to play this pattern. Sometimes we're going to repeat it for some chords for like multiple measures, and sometimes we're only going to play it 1 time per measure. So we do kind of have to just break this down by sections of the song. Let's look at that first verse. We're starting here on our C chord, and we're actually going to hold out the C for 4 measures, which means we're going to play this pattern through 4 times on C. So we have down, up, down, up, down, down, up twice, 3 times, 4 times. Alright, then we go into our A minor chord, down, up, down, up, down, down, up twice. Then we have our F over C 1 time, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, to our G add 4 1 time. So what we just played there is an example of a verse. You want to hold the C chord out for 4 measures, A minor for 2 measures, and then F and G for 1 measure. So without stopping, it'll sound like this. We've got C, 2, twice, So I know that might seem hard with, you know, keeping count and everything, but I do have all of this clearly listed on the printable guide that I have on my Patreon page. But basically what you want to do is you want to slowly start speeding up the ability to play this strumming pattern so that you can play it pretty fast, because this song goes pretty fast, and when Taylor plays it live, she also plays it pretty fast. So let me show you at more full tempo. It would sound like this. We've got down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So you can see at full tempo it is a lot faster. So I do actually have a practice with me strumming series here on YouTube where we go through building up the speed of these strumming patterns in real time together, and I do actually have this exact strumming pattern on there already, so I'll link that in the corner if you need help with speeding it up. But once you get it sped up, then you can play it this way that we just went through for all of the verses. So let me go ahead and add a little bit of singing so you can hear how it sounds with the verse. It's 2 a.m. in your car, windows down, you pass my street, the memories start. You say it's in the past, drive straight ahead. You're thinking that I hate you now, but you still don't know what I never said. Alright, so super quick there. It will take a lot of practice on your end, so just pause the video and make sure you take the time to do that. But the way that we just played verse 1 is how you'd play all the verses throughout this song. Now let's go ahead and go into the chorus section. This is going to be just a little bit different with the chords and how many times we're playing it. So again, we're starting on C, but this time we're only going to do it twice. So we have C, up, down, down, up twice. Straight into A minor. Twice. Into F over C. Just once, and then G add 4. Just once, and then back to C. Alright, that's the chorus. I wish you would come back. Wish I never hung up the phone like I did, and I wish you knew that I'll never forget you as long as I live, and I wish you were right here, right now. It's all good. I wish you would. Alright, and then again to the next section as well. That's going to be played the same way as the chorus as well. You always knew how to push my buttons. You gave me everything and nothing. This mad love makes you come running. Stand back where you stood. Alright, so all of that is to say the chord order and everything is going to be either the verse version or the chorus version throughout the rest of this song. And then one last thing I wanted to talk about with this particular strumming pattern is if you want to play it more like how Taylor does on stage, you can do something called a palm mute. So what you're going to do there is you're going to take the side of your hand that has your pick in it, and you're going to gently rest this on the strings near where the bridge of your guitar is. So it's going to be pretty far back so that your palm is kind of like over that bridge section. And then as you play or strum these patterns and these chords, you want to keep your hand here so it kind of mutes the sound of the strings so they're not ringing out as much. So my suggestion would be, if you can add a palm mute, I definitely would during the verses. We've got down, up, down, up, down, down, up. It's 2 a.m. in your car, windows down, you pass my street, the memories start. You say it's in the past, drive straight ahead. You're thinking that I hate you now, cause you still don't know what I never said. Alright, so you can hear how the palm mute kind of adds a little bit more of a percussive element to your playing. So if you can do it, I would definitely add that in for all of the verses. And this is the strumming pattern that I would recommend. You could use it to play through the entire song. However, there is one other strumming pattern that's totally optional, but I think it sounds really cool to add it in to kind of break up the guitar part a little. So let's go ahead and talk about strumming pattern 2. Alright guys, so for strumming pattern 2, it's totally optional like I said, but I like to use this during some of the choruses towards the beginning of the song. We're going to be in an 8th note count this time, so it's a little bit easier to count. We just have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, mute, down, up, mute. Alright, so that little X that you see there is just me muting my strings with my right hand as I play it. And basically, I think this sounds really great and it matches with the percussive parts during some of the choruses in the beginning. We're starting on our C chord for the chorus. You're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're muting on 3. Down, up, mute. Down, up, mute. Alright, and And if you want to apply this through for the entire chorus, it sounds really cool, kind of gives a little bit more of that rhythm to the guitar. I wish you'd come back, wish I never hung up the phone like I did, and I wish you knew that I'll never forget you as long as I live, and I wish you were right here, right now, it's all good, I wish you would, alright? So, like I said, totally optional, but if you want to, you could totally do that too, or, you know, make up a different way to kind of add some percussive elements into this song. But anyways, this is just my second option for strumming if you would like to apply it. Alright guys, so again, go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to really get this strumming rhythm under your belt. I know it might be really intimidating, especially if you're a beginner, but it is one of those rhythms that Taylor uses so much in a lot of her songs, so the sooner you can get it used to how it goes and speeding it up and stuff like that, the more you'll be able to see you can apply it to so many different songs, especially here on my channel. So if you need more help with it, I would definitely recommend that practice with me video that I mentioned earlier, which is linked in the description. But once you have these strumming rhythms under your belt and you know how to transition between the chords and you've memorized the chords and all of that, we can go ahead and put together everything we've learned in this tutorial to play through the song. 1, 2, ready, go. Want to have fun jamming out to the rest of this song with me? Yeah! Then make sure to check out my Patreon page where you can unlock access to this as well as all my other Swiftie sing-along guitar tutorials. I've covered so many of her songs from all the different albums and eras, so if you're a Swiftie who loves to play her songs on the guitar, I would definitely recommend checking it out. I will link it in the description box down below. If you enjoyed learning this song with me, then you should definitely check out this video. Not only does it have a super similar vibe and feel, but it's just as fun and easy to play. I'll see you over there.